In person, this looks crazy. It's so cool. Like, I think it's so cool. What is going on, guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today, we are getting one step closer to turning the Civic into a race car by installing Underglow. This Underglow kit was $50 off of Amazon. It's by a brand called Govee. And for $50, I don't think you can go wrong when a lot of these Underglow companies are charging like $300-400 for Underglow. We're gonna see if the quality is any good. If you can see the lights in daytime, that's gonna be really impressive. I don't think the best of the best could do it, but I've also never had really good Underglow or Underglow at all. So this, again, was $50. It comes with 4 lights, your control box that's controllable through an app or a remote that they give you. It gives you mounting hardware and everything. So we're gonna try to make this the most like non-obtrusive way of installing it. So I'm gonna untangle these lights because they kind of come tangled in the box. So the way this kit is set up is there's 2 sides to each side. There's 2 lights to each side. So there's a short one for the front and the back, and then a long one for the sides. So I just have like a mock thing laid up on the floor right here just to show where we're actually going to put the lights. Now it's just about wiring it and routing it. Now if you guys remember, we did install the switch panel, so we will be wiring this up to my switch panel. If you need any like help with that, go find the old video of how I installed it and it'll help you out. So it took a little bit of time wiring up the actual switch to give it power, but now we're at this point of where I want to mount this box at and how I should go about doing it. So I'm assuming, because nothing here disconnects and everything's attached, I'm going to have to wire all these lights through the firewall in my engine bay to get to where I want it to be. Since none of these do disconnect, wiring this up is going to be a little bit on the difficult side because of the way you have to maneuver everything. Now I have the front mocked up, so I'm going to run it around the engine bay, and then it's going to go through the wheel well, and then it's going to come out the side right here. I don't know if you kind of follow the wire around, but I'm gonna have it kind of go through the fender and then down. Figuring out the opposite side might be a little bit more difficult, and I might actually want to try switching my side one because of how I think I want it to be. I figured out the routing, so now my next step is I'm gonna clean up the wires to make sure it looks okay before we mount the lights, and I have a good feeling about this. Mounting this has been a bit of a nightmare just because it's hard to keep all the wires tucked. I'm hoping that the wires don't fall out of the fenders. They might from driving, but we'll find out. They should be tucked up high enough that it won't touch the tire, so I might double-sided tape it or something in the future if it does fall, but we'll see. So the passenger side is all done. We're gonna start doing the driver's side now. So we're gonna do the side and the back. So you can't really mount the wire to the top of the wheel well in the rear. So the plan now is to actually connect it to the top rail of the back of the car and connect it that way so it's away from all the wheels and everything, and it's actually a straight shot for the wiring. So for the back, I actually went from the side, followed the brake line, and then I shoved the lights through the frame rail to tuck it as high as possible. And then I didn't cut the lights. Instead, I routed them through the bumper over the exhaust, over the polyurethane, kind of protects it. Hopefully, the bumper protects it there. So we followed the brake line all the way up, went straight into the frame rail, and brought it back out. So at this point, we are done mounting it. We just have to figure out the wiring, or the rest of it at least, which is only 2 wires. Wire it up, turn it on, and then see how she looks. Being that it is very bright out still, I don't think the camera can even pick up any of it right now, but it is on. You can kind of see it going a little bit. Well, I'm gonna have to clean all this up that I made because I made a mess with everything. So we're gonna pack it up, and then when it gets dark, that's when the magic happens. So we'll do a bit of an edit once it gets dark. I'm really excited to see how it actually looks at night. I hope it's as bright as I think it's gonna be, but then again, I don't know because you can't really see it too much right now. But again, it's daytime, so we'll see. I feel like it is so hard to showcase stuff like this on camera because it just doesn't do it justice. In person, this looks crazy. On video, it looks a little bit washed out. But overall, it's so cool. Like, I think it's so cool. This was definitely a super easy install to do. I mean, all it really was mounting it. Mounting it was the most troublesome part. But other than that, super easy install. It looks cool. And I don't know, for $50, I'm gonna say go ahead and get this. It's not gonna show up in day. I don't know if the big brands do it either, but man, like, it fills out so well. And these lights honestly fit the Civic like almost perfectly. Overall though, I'm pretty happy with how it came out. I think it looks really cool. And I don't know, it just adds a little something. Yeah, the Civic is still ugly, but now it's got some flair to it, and the flair adds up. I just hope the exhaust doesn't burn out the one light over here, because I did wrap it around the exhaust a little bit. So, I mean, time will tell if it melts or doesn't. Hopefully the plastic is protected. But I'm gonna leave you guys off here, so if you guys could please do me a few things. Comment, like, subscribe, keep doing the fun stuff, keep doing you, stay motivated. Catch you guys next time. Peace out and peace.